I bullshit you not was just me and Scratch. Like I work with DJ Scratch since the beginning of my solo career. So he's one of the producers that understands the way Busta Rhymes likes to do music. When I'm just doing it for me, and ultimately that approach is what defined what the people ended up loving. And he was a part of me helping me create that from day one as a solo artist. So I just felt like the way we used to make the albums, we haven't had a chance to make an album like that in a long time because there's just so much more politics involved in radio and shit, and just overall in the game that you can't really get the those kind of records to pop off on a bigger mainstream level like we used to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? So we decided to do this mixtape because we just felt like it. That was really it. There was no other reason behind it. It wasn't like we was doing this shit for any other reason other than to just hear what it would sound like if Scratch produced a whole Busta Rhymes album. And when it actually got done, we was like, yo, this shit is stupid. It sound hard. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the motherfuckers that wanted to just hear a album or a collective of songs like that really appreciated how you stay relevant and how you reinvent yourself thing, because I just feel like it's a real simple solution. It's just embracing the change. You know what I'm saying? I personally always hated when when I first was trying to get into this rap shit, which it really wasn't me trying to get into it. I was just such a fan of it that I just did it all the time, whether it was breakdancing or trying to do the graffiti shit or popping or just rhyming that or even DJing. Like I did all of it. So I just kind of to hate hearing how the shit we was doing was a bunch of bullshit and it ain't gonna stick around long, and your parents and the generations before you that didn't get the shit, what I mean, that's the shit they used to pop to us all the time. So I never feel like it's appropriate to talk shit to motherfuckers when they doing they new thing and they introducing they different new things. Like, embrace the shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gonna be the way you might want it to be or the way you might be used to it being done. Because we all come from different times. But at the end of the day, the same way I wanted the older heads to embrace my new shit, I want to be able to, garnish the respect and the love from the newer dudes coming up that's looking at for that same embrace. Because at the end of the day, as long as we're the A-list forefront current milestones that's still popping and leading, and setting the standard, them new dudes is looking for the embrace from us. I've learned over the years that it's so much more important to give people that are worthy of the blessing the opportunity. And I'm not saying that people that I had with me in the past weren't worthy, but a lot of the times, you know, as an MC and being such a fan of spitting, you overlook a lot of other qualities that are needed for that MC to be a star. So I feel like right now, people have always seen Spliff as an identity in his own right. You know what I'm saying? He's not someone that is acknowledged because of Busta Rhymes' cosign. Motherfuckers love Spliff because when they see Spliff get busy next to me, he carries just as much weight as me. Spliff's dynamic and his ability to perform just as aggressive, if not more so aggressive than me, is evident. And people give him his credit for what he does and for what he's capable of. And that ain't even shit that I got a cosign. And that's what makes him a star in his own right. The dances and the shit that we do on stage or in songs, they usually come about as a result of just the bugging out in the studio or when we in a club, or if we just amongst the homies in the hood and we just vibing and listening to shit, and we see shit and we just take it and turn it into something just on the strength as a result of us bugging out. It's Busta Rhymes officially back on this BS. I made to make sure y'all back on y'all BS as well, and we popping off locked in on Rock for Life.